Hi, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Susan. Welcome to EduBofs,
where you will find tips for teachers and help for your students.
If you haven't already, please click that little red subscribe button down below, as well as the bell next to it, so that you don't miss any notifications of any new videos that are popping up.
And we're on all the socials.
All the socials, and the links for those are in the description box below, or you can look up at EduBofs or at EduBoffins.
So Suze, ever had those lessons where you are guiding it to a peak of excellence through outstanding questioning techniques, and the little hand shoots up and you think, yes, the light is going to go on, and they say, can I go to the toilet?
Dreams dashed all over the floor, scattered, gone. It just brings a tear to my eye.
I think we can get around that.
I think we can too. If your school doesn't have an out-of-class policy that's for the whole school, like my school does, then it's up to individual teachers to organise an out-of-class policy that works well for them. Now, my school, we already have one. Every teacher uses the same thing. We have the same out-of-class slips, and it all gets put on the school database at the end of the day. But Shell's school, however, do not have such a thing, or at least
it's a little looser.
Yeah, just a little bit looser.
But I think as well that Susan's got some awesome classroom management techniques that just manage the whole thing prior to the child getting permission to go to the bathroom.
One of the things that I like to do right at the very beginning of the year is train my students as to when they are actually allowed to ask to go to the bathroom. So at this point of the year, we're halfway through term 3. Cannot believe we are halfway through term 3
It's
already.
amazing.
Hump week on Monday, right? So at this time of the year, my kids already know what is expected. So my students know that they are not allowed to ask to go to the bathroom until my teaching portion of the lesson has finished. So as soon as I say, okay, here's the classwork, it's up on the board, write it down, because they have to reference what I write on the board for them, then they are allowed to come and ask to use the bathroom. Otherwise, it just distracts other students, it disrupts the lesson, they miss out on important things. Where this way, they can have a quick little brain break if they need it, and they don't disrupt anyone's learning, because everyone is already transitioning and moving around.
Yeah, I think that's a brilliant idea. And I've taken it one step further in that with teaching my seniors, because I just feel that we need to afford them a little bit more responsibility and give them a little bit of dignity around going to the bathroom.
There's nothing worse when you're a senior, and especially if you're a girl, and having to, can I go to the bathroom? It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, well, I find it embarrassing anyway.
Yes. I don't particularly want everyone in my class to know what I want to do now.
Yeah.
I don't want them to know I'm going to the toilet. That's awkward.
Okay. However, we do need to know where all our students are at all times. So here's my little scheme.
Alright, so Shells, I have a set routine that we have to do at our school. What is it that you do without having that whole school policy?
Well, our whole school policy is that we have to give permission students to leave our classroom, and we need to know where they are at all times.
Absolutely.
So I've been working a way around doing this, but still giving my seniors enough respect, I guess, for them to make these decisions. They are very responsible and generally quite mature.
Yeah.
So what I've come up with is the bathroom pass.
This is something that I think I've seen in a lot of US schools, where they have the hall pass or the bathroom pass, and if they don't have it, they can get into trouble. We use something similar, except the whole school uses it for any out-of-class pass. In our primary school, our kids actually have these in year 6. They've got them on a lanyard, and they've got them for all different, they've got different ones for different activities outside of class.
So this one is on a lanyard, not currently, but it is on a lanyard. However, I still need a record of who's been out of class and where they've gone. So I just ask my seniors to fill in the date, name, time out, time in. And there are a few small instructions at the top here. It says for year 10 to 12 only, wait for a suitable break in the lesson so that you don't interrupt the flow. Only one person out at a time, which is facilitated by only having one bathroom pass. And maximum time out 5 minutes.
Yep.
If they need longer, I need to know.
If they need longer, they probably needed to go at break.
This is probably true as well.
Yes.
Clearly this is for 10 to 12 only.
Yep, absolutely.
And I have a different system for my juniors. I do need them to come and ask me, but I still wanted to do it with the least disruption to the class possible. So in the same folder, which I keep in the back of my classroom, I've got these little passes for the juniors. It requires them to write their name, the class, the period, and I need to sign it. They have the same rules. They are not to disrupt the learning of the lesson, but they can quietly go and get one of these, fill it in, bring it to me to sign in a less noticeable manner than going, can I go to the toilet please, miss? And it just disrupts the learning that little bit less.
Yeah.
Still need to sign it though. I've got to know where these guys are at all times, and they bring it back to me when they have finished. I have a little box, my boomerang box actually.
There you go.
And they just pop that in the boomerang box, and then I have the necessary records for who's been out of my classes.
Well, we hope that was really useful for you if you do not already have an out-of-class policy. If you do have an out-of-class policy and it's something different to what we have shared with you today, please leave that in the comments section below. It's always good to share, and we love to know what you're doing in your classroom.
So we'd really love it if you would share our videos with your friends and share your ideas with us.
If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. You know you want to. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.